Coming to you live from Southern California. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the San Francisco Giants and the San Diego Padres. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So just about set. Today's starting pitcher, Yu Darvish. What do you got on him, Chris?
Boog, you don't always know what to expect with this guy on the mound. There are times he's really good, but that's not always the case. For me, I want to see how aggressive he's going to be out there. We'll see it right away if he's pitching with confidence. And if he is, he should be just fine.
Ready to go? And digging in for San Francisco, Jung-Hoo Lee. And that is downstairs. And we're underway here this afternoon. That one off the mark, and the count is 2-0.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Right through there for a strike. In there at the knees for a strike. Got him swinging, and that's the first out.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
And up next for the Giants, Tyler Fitzgerald. This guy can absolutely fly. I think one of the faster players in baseball. In there at the knees, it's 0-1. Fitzgerald goes 6'1", batting second in today's lineup, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2019. Slapped hard the other way, but foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Diaz on to first, gets the out, 2 down after the strikeout.
Perfectly executed 12-6 curveball right there, and with that kind of break, if you can drop it in below the zone like that, it's going to look like a strike the entire way coming in and then just disappear. So hard to get under the ball unless you're really gearing up for it, and you might need a pitching wedge.
Willy Adames stands in. First pitch, and he just misses. Kicks and fires. He gets there with the slide. The throw, and they get the out. Giants go down quietly, and now the Padres get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here in San Diego, and getting to start, Logan Webb.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Luis Arias, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
No strike.
Hit weakly on the ground towards second. On to first.
He's out.
1 up, 1 down. Let's take a look at the Padres lineup. They're dealing with a sinker specialist on the mound, which can be a big-time challenge when he's right and working mostly from the knees down.
Well, I think the approach you take is really try to lay off of those pitches down in the zone until he gets some called strikes and then forces you to go after that pitch. Until then, make him elevated, because guys that throw those sinkers, those 2-seamers, Really hard for them to be effective up in the zone. Those are pitches you can hammer. And when you get a cookie, you don't want to miss it. With Tatis at the plate, we're looking at a player that is never going to be considered boring. He's an electric player that manages to make plays most players wouldn't consider trying. And he plays the game his own way. It's a big reason why he's considered such a fan favorite. Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands.
2 down, bases empty. Jackson Merrill, the pride of Severna Park, Maryland. Same hometown as Mark Teixeira.
Text message. This kid grew up with text messages.
Yeah, he did. We're the first generation or the last generation that grew up without the internet. And that makes us morally superior to these kids, Chris.
Yes. We can think and do research in books.
That's right. And that is a good eye on a pitch down low. 1-2 to count. Outside. And they'll do it again. Swing and a chopper out to short. Tosses across to first. Padres go down 1-2-3. Nothing doing there for the Friars. Scoreless after 1. Top of the second. Now the Giants 4-hitter, Matt Chapman. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
That's outside. 2 balls and a strike. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely. And I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate. So here's Wade now. Just off the inside edge.
Well, here's an interesting stat on Darvish. He has more than 100 wins in his big league career. The only Japanese-born pitcher with more wins is Hideo Nomo, my former teammate.
1 down, base is empty. Outside low, and that's ball 2. Joe McDonald doing the home plate duties here.
Well, Joe's an interesting one. I'm always trying to figure out what exactly his zone is. It feels like it kind of moves around from game to game, sometimes inning to inning.
Swing and a miss as he was late. Yeah, I think that's fair. I don't think he's ever way off with his balls and strikes, but yeah, I don't think it's easy to define what his zone is, like you said. That one misses, and that's ball 3. Foul ball. On the ground to third. Handles, throws to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Elliot Ramos. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. On the ground, right side. Cronenworth throws on to first. Giants go in order. Nothing doing there for San Francisco. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the second. Here's Manny Machado. Webb back to work. That one at the knees for a strike. Out to short. Adames the throw to first. Machado is out. Now here's Jake Cronenworth. Cronenworth, a 7th-round pick by the Rays in 2015 out of the University of Michigan, where he was a two-way guy. And in fact, the Rays used him that way. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
Wow, that's 89 on the gun, and it's a changeup. It's like good hitting if you're looking for it, but because of the speed differential between the fastball and that pitch, really hard for a hitter to get on time with it.
Hit in the air, left field. Makes the grab on the run. 2 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Xander Bogaerts now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Here's Jason Hayward. There's a strike. That's in there.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Next one misses, and it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging. So 1 hit is all they get. We head on down to the top of the 3rd. No score. Well, here we go. Top of the 3rd, scoreless game. Now it's the Giants catcher, Patrick Bailey. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Inside, just missed. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at bat, and the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone, and as a hitter, that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect the pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. And so those are tough spots to do damage, and a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got him a punch out that time.
Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate, and that gets the inside corner for a strike.
One strike.
Hit on the ground to the right side, and it goes just foul. 1 out, bases empty. That one just misses.
1-2.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Really nice job working both sides of the plate for that strikeout. Starting him off inside, then away, back inside again, and that one set him up for that last pitch on the outside part of the plate that he just swung right through. Pretty smooth sequence right there.
Grant McCray, the next Giant to hit. First pitch just misses. And another ball.
2-0 to count.
And that's in for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. That one missed. 2 outs, bases empty. To the right side. He'll do it himself. Darvish gets him 1, 2, 3. 9 straight retired here to start the game. We're tied 0-0. As we go to the last of the third, and now it's Tirso Ornelas. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2. And that one missing low. Liner, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
And now it's Elias Diaz. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. That clips the corner. Next offering is in for a strike.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Ornelas aboard here at first with nobody out. Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. No swing. Just held it back there. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Luis Ariz stands in. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw to second and he's out.
Not a fast runner on the base path, so this kind of looks like it was a hit and run call from the dugout. Got to make contact some way or somehow, because that guy's not going to be able to steal second base and be safe.
Now a slow roller to second. Fitzgerald throws to first.
He's out.
Inning over. Padres go down quietly, and we are still scoreless. Back here at Petco Park. Start of the fourth, and now the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. And a pitch. Lee, 26 years old, and he's a native of South Korea. Left field. Hayward makes the catch, and there's one away. Tyler Fitzgerald, the next Giant to hit. 0 for 1 so far. And a swing and a miss.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
1-1.
Ball one there. The 1-1 is fouled off. All tied up, top half of inning number 4. Misses, and the count is 2-2.
Excellent location right there. Flirted with the zone, tried to get in the chase.
Next offering is downstairs.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
One down, base is empty. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Darvish kicks, delivers. Stays alive. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. He saw a lot of pitches in that at-bat and found a way to win the battle.
Just a great at bat right there. Saw a lot of pitches. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Go ahead run on base. Now here is Willy Adames. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. And that drops in for a strike.
If he were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
Darvish checks on the runner.
He's safe.
Man at first, one away. Right through there for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Foul ball, still 0-2. And
1-2.
ball one. Got him. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. And here is Matt Chapman. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Hammers that one, curling down the line, and foul.
There's a guy right there that really trusts his hands. I mean, you have to wait a little bit longer with the breaking ball. He did that, and he still had the power to drive it the other way. Just couldn't keep it fair.
It drops in, gets away a little bit. That ball was absolutely ripped. 111 off the bat. And I'm pretty sure it started to whistle after it left the bat.
I think I heard that too, Boog. And these are the moments we appreciate when we can look at StatCast and just see exactly what the data is. Always so much fun to see what numbers pop up.
Here's Lamont Wade Jr. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Two on, 2 outs. Breaking ball misses down and away.
1 ball, 1 strike. Ball.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
In the air, center field. Merrill squeezes it, and that's the 3rd out. Giants leave a couple, still no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom 4, now the number 2 hitter, Fernando Tatis Jr. That's in for a strike. Fernando Tatis Jr. signed by the White Sox 2015 for $700,000. And then eventually moved in the James Shields trade in June of 2016. And he takes it himself for the out. So digging in, Jackson Merrill. Grounded out his first time up. And that's downstairs. And that's ball 1. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
1-1.
And a foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That misses the zone. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. Struck him out. Manny Machado up to the plate. Grounded out his first time. There's the strike. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Padres down in order. And we're still knotted at 0. Ready now for the 5th inning. And now it's the Giants DH, Elliot Ramos. Darvish back to work. And that one is downstairs, and it's 1-0.
Well, these Giants showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They haven't produced a run yet, but the pitch count for the starter is starting to climb, so they're hoping that starts to pay off soon.
Darvish delivers. And a swing and a miss there.
And I think they're in a good spot thanks to their pitching, but no one would be shocked if this offense strings something together to take the lead.
Cut on and miss. Curveball struck him out.
Well, when you swing through that one breaking ball that puts you up against the ropes with 2 strikes, you think he's either going to double up or try to blow a fastball by you with the next pitch. And right there, he snapped off another curve. It was the same result as the pitch before.
And digging in for San Francisco, Patrick Bailey. He struck out swinging at his first at-bat. Swings through that one. 0-1.
0-1.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
0-1. That's inside. Well struck right field. That's back there. Out of here. And they grab the lead. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Base is empty, 1 away. And up next for San Francisco, Mike Yastrzemski. And ball 1 to the right fielder. One out, base is empty, and a run in, and we're at the top of the 5th. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
One out, runner at second. And stepping in is the speedy Grant McCray. Grounded out his first time up. Popped up. Bogarts makes the play. That's out number 2.
Bill, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Giants lineup. Here's the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. 0 for 2 in this one. There's the strike.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
That's out to center field. Merrill under it. And that is that. When the Giants go deep, it's bye-bye, baby. It's now 1-0. Back after this on the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now, Jake Cronenworth. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Fought off foul. Way out front for strike 2.
1-2. Ball 2.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Ground ball left side. Slings it across. Out. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. It's Xander Bogaerts now. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Bogaerts, who wears that number 2 on his back for his idol, Derek Jeter. That one the other way. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Jason Hayward, the next up for the Padres. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
And it's through for a hit, and that keeps the inning alive.
Everything came together for him. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
First and second, 2 outs. And here's the catcher, Elias Diaz. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And that drops in for a strike. Two outs. Now inside. 1-1. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. That one is absolutely belted. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. Run comes in from second. It's an RBI single. We're tied at 1. Ball comes home, and he's dead at the plate. Inning over, and it could have been worse. So they get 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 man left. 5 innings complete. All tied 1-1. Back here in San Diego, top 6. Here's the second baseman, Tyler Fitzgerald. On the ground, right side, and foul ball. Here's your 1. That one missed. Double-barreled action in the bullpen for San Diego. Jason Adam getting ready to go. Estrada also throwing. Next offering is in for a strike.
All sliders so far in this at-bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
No need to deviate from the slider right there. The hitter just not making the adjustment. He came at him with the breaking ball, pitch after pitch in that at bat, and evidently there was no answer for it.
And up next for the Giants, Willie Adames. Way inside, gets out of the way. Here's the pitch to Adames. Sneaks through, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
And the Padres manager making his way towards the mound as he will make the move. That does it for you, Darvish. And it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break. Sean Reynolds on to pitch out of the pen here. And here is Matt Chapman, 1 for 2. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And that forces the runner to hold on at second. 2 on with 1 away.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
First and second, 1 out. And digging in for San Francisco, Lamont Wade Jr. Fouled off. He was late.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Move to second. Adames back on a dive. Line drive. Brings it in. Here's the throw.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Next will be the Giants DH, Elliot Ramos. That's a strike, and it's 0-1.
Well, an at-bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike 1 here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
Go ahead run at second, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And that misses. And 1-1.
1-1.
Two on, 2 outs. Liner, and this could be trouble. Adames headed for the plate. He scores, and they have the lead. Chapman headed home. Across is the runner from first, and they lead by 2.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. So, runner at second, 2 down. Patrick Bailey, the next Giant to hit. He's already homered in this game. In the air, left field, down the line. Hayward makes a nice running catch. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. Bottom of the 6th inning. And here's the first baseman, Luis Arias. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. In for a strike. Went with the sweeper.
No ball.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Headed down the line. And a foul ball. On the ground, right side, Fitzgerald. Fires over to first. One away, bottom of the 6th.
Oh, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Tatis up for the 3rd time and takes ball 1.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
And strike 2.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
On the ground to short. Adames the throw to first. And they take care of Tatis for the out. Next for the Padres, Jackson Merrill. Outside corner, there's a strike. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Lee makes the catch, and that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down that time. We're through 6 full. It's the Giants 3 and the Padres 1. So the Padres with a new arm on the mound, Yuki Matsui.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Mike Yastrzemski, the second MLB Yaz, steps in. Right side, hard hit. In plenty of time to first. That's the first out in the top of the 7th. Here's the left fielder, Grant McCray. Matsui measures 5 feet 8 inches, 29 years old, and he was born in Japan. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1.
Comes up empty.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Lee stands in now, looks at that one inside.
No, that's a ball. 2 balls, no strikes.
That one hammered left field. And in one hops the wall. And he's got a double.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
So up next, Tyler Fitz. He gets the intentional walk here, and now will force at any base with 2 gone. Willie Adames, the next Giant to hit. 1 for 3. That one's upstairs, ball 1. 2 aboard, 2 outs. And Willie fouls one back.
Two, 1.
In the dirt, and an excellent job keeping it right there. Two outs. Swing and a miss, and that is that.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Back here at Petco Park, here's the third baseman, Manny Machado. And Manny gets a piece.
You know, these Padres just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
And it remains 2-2.
Well, he hasn't gotten the result yet, but it's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this guy.
That one not close. And the count is filled up. The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance. Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important of getting back into this ballgame.
And that is out of play. With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom of the 7th. Little chopper rolls foul. Pitch misses. Now 1-2. Signs of movement in the Giants bullpen. Tyler Rogers getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin. Miller, the lefty, warming up as well. Tying run at the plate. Line drive, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field, so that definitely felt good. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ballgame.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Logan Webb won't go any further. He exits with the lead and gave them a really nice performance. New pitcher on the bump when we get back. Tyler Rogers gets the ball now.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And a dangerous hitter coming up to hit in Xander Bogaerts. Just off the outside edge. First and second here, no outs. And now it's even up.
1-1.
Hit hard on the ground to the right side, and it's just foul. That was close. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
So far, just one of those days for this lineup. You get a couple of runners on, and you're looking at having a big inning, and that strikeout right there just pours water on the fire. You look for the next hitter to step up and try to do something, pick up his teammate and his club.
Jason Hayward, the next up for the Padres. And fouled off. Here comes the 0-1. Tap foul at the plate. That just misses, and that's ball 1.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Strike 3, got him swinging. 2 out.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
So digging in now for San Diego, Tirso Ornelas. He's 2 for 2. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
First pitch misses. Machado, the lead runner, out at second. Cronenworth on at first with 2 down. Swung on, belted. That one back. onto the track, and he makes the catch. So no runs in the inning despite the leadoff walk, and that does it. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Giants 3 and the Padres 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Leading off, Matt Chapman. Matsui back to work. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Late with the swing there.
0-2.
Lace down the line. This looks like extra bases. And that's going to get into the corner. Around first and hustling for second. It's a double, and he's 3 for 4 tonight.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
And up next for San Francisco, Lamont Wade Jr. In for a strike, 0-1. Runner takes off. Ball misses. And the throw out of third.
That's just a poor decision right there, and I'm sure somebody's going to talk to him when he gets back into the dugout. You have to understand who's at the plate and who's coming up. These are guys that can drive the ball in the gap, hit the ball over the fence. You don't have to worry about being aggressive and trying to get yourself up, especially at third base in that situation. Just doesn't make any sense.
Fouled off left side. Outside low, and the count is even 2-2. And the sweeper is off the plate.
Full count.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Diaz on to first, in time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike. 2 down, bases empty. And next is the designated hitter, Elliot Ramos. Just missed.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. And a fastball misses outside for a ball. 3-1 now. Outside ball 4.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Out to short. Bogarts with the throw to first. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. So the Giants leave 1, and the score stays 3-1. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Camilo Doval.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Diaz leading things off and takes a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Next offering is down low.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Pitch
Ball.
misses there. 2-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Up now, the Padre leadoff man, Luis Arias. 0 for 3 with 3 groundouts. And there's a ball. The 1-0. Just
Outside,
missed.
Ball 2.
The Giants holding on to a 2-run lead here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. And a foul ball.
Yep.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Next offering misses, and now it's filled up 3-2.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
On the ground right side. Takes it himself,
Out.
And that quickly 2 away.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. 3 groundouts already. He's 0 for 3. First
1-0.
pitch, not close.
Wow, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
No,
That's a little
that's too
high, and it's 2-0. Just missed.
3-0.
Jackson Merrill waiting in the on-deck circle.
If they can get him up, he'd represent the tying run, so critical pitch right here.
And a 4-pitch
Ball 4.
walk.
Take your base.
And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter, but he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
Here comes the manager out of the Giants dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Camilo Doval gives way. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Ryan Walker.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
So a man at first, and now the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. 0 for 3 in this one. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. The tying run at the plate. Tatis runs. Throw to second. Out there. And the inning is over.
Well, trying to get into scoring position, but a great catch and throw to end the inning. That's the way to pick up the pitcher.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Adrian Morejon.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Mike Yastrzemski up here. That's in for a strike.
0-1.
Next
Ball.
offering misses down and away. Next offering is fouled back. And he chases that one. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
McRae stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Movement in the bullpen. Wandy Peralta, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Hoeing, the right-hander, also getting loose. 1 down, base is empty. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
1-1.
And that is downstairs. 2-1.
Three balls, 1 strike.
Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the ninth. In the air, left field, Hayward. He makes the grab. 2 down. Here's Jung-Hoo Lee now. He was asked to rank his all-time favorite players last year.
Oh, yeah? Who made the list?
Well, his dad, of course.
That makes sense.
He also said Ken Griffey Jr., Ichiro, Ha-Sung Kim, and himself.
No ball.
I'd say that's a
1
pretty
strike.
good list.
2 down, nobody on. Gets the outside corner with that one.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location,
1-2.
boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
Swing and a ball popped up. Arise has a beat on it. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. So they make short work of him there. Hard of the order, 3, 4, 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Giants 3 and the Padres 1. Back here in San Diego, here's the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. Just missed. Next pitch is outside.
When you get to this part of the order, yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you if he will.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Singy, that's a start.
Yeah, as soon as that ball got through, I could see down in the dugout, guys pumping their fists. They know that they got a chance in this ball game.
Here's Manny Machado now. In there at the knees. Strike 1. That one missing inside. That one ripped but foul.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Tying run at the plate. Hit on the ground to short. Adames to second. There's one. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
Well, that's a huge ball in play to get the double play defensively. Just one more guy to get this save for the closer.
So they're down to their final out. Jake Cronenworth, the next up for the Padres. Swung on, popped up left side. Chapman. He's got it. Ball game. And the Giants claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
Well, someone from the bullpen had to come in, get a big out, and then had a little time to think about it before he went back out to get the final 3 outs of this ball game. Nonetheless, outstanding job to get the save and secure the win for his team.